What does it mean to truly find home in a new place? Today we're exploring one person's journey from struggling job seeker to Bay Area resident, discovering how perspective shifts when you move from being a tourist to calling somewhere home. This is a story about community, authenticity, and the infinite possibilities that open up when you find where you belong. Let's start at the beginning. What brings someone to the Bay Area?
So, Divyansh, what brought you to the Bay Area?
So I moved to the Bay Area for an internship. I graduated in 2023, and after that, I was looking for full-time jobs, but I did not find a full-time job. But I did find an internship, and that's what brought me to the Bay Area, and that was, yeah, in 2023.
Once you're here, the next question becomes where to call home. In a region with dozens of cities and neighborhoods, that choice reveals a lot about who you are.
What neighborhood or city do you call home and why?
So as of now, okay, from 2023, I've been living in San Carlos, Redwood City area. I moved here because the internship that I had, that was in San Carlos. So I wanted to live somewhere closer to my office. But after that, my job moved to further down in Sunnyvale. I wanted to stay in San Carlos and Redwood City. I liked the area. And also I was very close. I am very close to the district members of the Buddhist practice that I do. So, like for San Carlos district, I have good friends here whom I can reach out to anytime. I like to attend their meetings, support them, and yeah, just make friends. So, and I like this area. I don't like a life where, like, I don't like downtown life. The reason is it's very fast. I like some, like, living in countryside or somewhere where it's slow. You are, if you go out, you don't see a lot of people, and you can walk anywhere on the road without being like, yeah, low key vibes. So yeah, that's why I like living in countryside, or I'd say suburbs area.
There's something profound that happens when you stop being a visitor and start being a resident. The same places look different. Your relationship with them changes.
So I actually, after graduating, my parents visited me for my graduation, and that was the first time I came here as to SF Bay Area as a tourist. So when I came here, I had a different perspective. It was like, oh, San Francisco is like city that keeps on moving. Everyone is like a tech millionaire here. Everyone is successful. There's no like wherever if you throw a stone, there are high chances it lands on a successful guy. So that was my vibe. But I think that was because I was a tourist and I hadn't lived in that area for a long time. But that was in May 23. So if I look now, it's been like, I'd say more than a year and a half. My perspective has changed. I know a lot about like the area's good and bad things, what I like, what I don't like, where would I want to go in the future. So yeah, I see things have changed because your perspective as a tourist and a resident is very different.
When you find your place, you also find your own ways of connecting with it. Sometimes the most unexpected activities become the most meaningful.
What do you love the most about living in the Bay Area?
I like two things, the weather and the driving. So I like driving a lot. And in the Bay Area, you have places which are so beautiful, and the drives to those places are also beautiful. So usually whenever I'm very like, my mind is very clouded or I don't know what to do, I just go on a long drive, and that helps me calm down my mind, figure out things, what I want to do. Basically, I think I use drives for thinking a lot. So whenever I have to do like some deep thinking, I'd probably go on a drive.
And when you find something that brings you peace, you want to share it.
You take the car and then you go somewhere. Is there a
Yeah.
specific place you like to drive to, or do you just
I drive.
drive?
It depends on how long do I want to drive. So if I have an entire day, I might go to either Carmel or Napa. Those are two places that I like a lot. The drives are good, and also get a friend along so you have a lot to chat about. And then if don't have a lot of time, I might go to Half Moon Bay. They have a lot of good beaches over there and get some good food along the way. So yeah.
Nice. Feels like I should join you on one of those long
Yeah.
drives. It's fun, definitely. Uh,
But perhaps the most transformative thing about finding home isn't the place itself. It's what the place teaches you about yourself.
That in the way that the Bay Area has shaped you, you feel like you've been here for like about 2 years now. Like, do you feel like there's something about the Bay Area that has shaped you in a certain way?
Oh yeah, I definitely think it's like being yourself. So basically in any other country or where I come from, people are very similar. What they think, how they think, what is their perspective of life, that's very similar. So, and over there you have to be like that because you're a part of such a social community. But in the Bay Area, I'd say there's so much uniqueness, so much diversity that you can't, if you try to be someone else, then you won't be anyone. So the best thing is to be yourself, and I think that's very important. And I have got into that after moving to the Bay Area. So that is very important. That's one of the most important aspects that I feel I do, or yeah, that I've learned.
This kind of growth becomes visible in the most ordinary moments, like when your parents come to visit.
I'd say so. The first time I came here, I I came here with my parents and my sister. So I was also a tourist and they were also a tourist. But like, so my perspective was different. But like 6 months ago, my parents visited me here and I was a resident and they were the tourist. So the way I took them around, I explained them things that was much different from the first time. And that gave me a lot of idea about how my perspective on the city, on the life that has changed. And that gives you that it has both its pros and cons. It's like when I came initially, it was more of a fancy, wow, I'm living in SF, everything is perfect, it's great. But now I see both the good and the bad part. So yeah, this was one of the moments where I realized, oh, this is a good city. I don't want to take my parents to certain areas in the city. So I know that. And I think, yeah, a moment to realize, yeah, how the city is.
And when you've found your place, when you've grown into who you're meant to be, you start to see the bigger picture. You see not just where you are, but where you're going.
The future of the Bay Area.
It's great. Like, if it keeps on going, I feel, I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel Bay Area pumps infinite money. I don't know where it comes from or what is that, but it's like, if you're living in the Bay Area, there are a lot of opportunities. It depends on you how you take it. But if you have a strong determination and you decide to be someone, then Bay Area is one of the places where you can fulfill that dream. So, and that definitely is like, so for immigrants, when they come to America and especially Bay Area, they do have a dream, like I want to make it big. So Bay Area is one of the places where I think everyone can realize their dream, depending on how determined they are. Yeah.
From struggling to find an internship to discovering infinite opportunities, from tourist to resident, from visitor to someone who belongs. Sometimes finding home isn't about the place choosing you. It's about you choosing to see the place and yourself differently. Thanks for listening.